I'm Adam F. Graham. I just finished my first year at Vanderbilt Divinity School in Nashville, Tennessee. I really enjoyed that. It was work. It was work, but I enjoyed it, and I've got about 2.5 years left. Originally, well, still am. You're never not from a place, I think. Fayetteville, Tennessee, which is in Lincoln County near the Alabama border. Farm child in various ways, and kind of responsible for who I am. I'm a member of the Churches of Christ. That's my religious fellowship, and we're kind of congregational, autonomous, and primitivist, and all these other ists, and most people know us that we don't use instruments in worship, but we got a lot of other good stuff going for us. But yeah, I've been preaching at one church, the Howell Hill Church of Christ, for about 3 years now, so definitely a young preacher, which is what the Academy is about. I have not always wanted to be a preacher, and in fact, I didn't want to be one at all. Numerous times when I was in high school, when preachers would come to visit my church, they would say, you know, if you go to such and such school, we'll pay for you because we recognize that you're a leader in the church. But I didn't want that. I was happy, you know, serving in ways that I could serve, but I didn't want the leadership responsibilities. I didn't want to, furthermore, those places, I didn't want to be affiliated with them. I just didn't think they were, you know, that's not my kind of church. But over the years, more and more opportunities showed up to where I kind of had to preach. I've always gone to small churches, and our minister was out sick, and so you draw straws, and if you get the short one, I guess that's it. And when I was at Lipscomb, that's where I did my undergrad, also in Nashville. Started out, my first semester there, I said, well, I'll do history teaching and try to maybe double as a biblical studies major. But then I looked at the teacher education requirements, and I looked at just the general ed for a Bible major. I looked, and I said, I'm going to go this way. That teaching stuff, too much I want to do. And ever since then, you know, doors have opened up for me. At Vanderbilt, the homiletics professor was on sabbatical my first semester, so we didn't hear from him at all until he sent this random email saying, they need people to sign up. And I didn't talk with anybody about it. I did it. And most of the reason why is because I've never known young preachers. I mean, I have heard some young of them preach, but I wouldn't call it preaching. They weren't sermons. They were nice little talks. But I wanted to be around people who were passionate about this, my age, and from all various perspectives. And you don't get that even at my divinity school. Sometimes you don't even get that. The Academy has been created to allow young preachers to have a platform to speak. And it's one thing to have that opportunity. It's great. We need to provide those opportunities, but it's another thing to be surrounded by the people, and that we have coaches here who can give you constructive criticism, who can say, you did this, but maybe we can do it like this. That was great, but if we just shape it this way and maybe smooth this transition, it could be much better. And so to be around people, not just the coaches, but the peers who want to do that too, to be around those kinds of people, it's a rare thing to find. I would definitely want to continue preaching the festivals. In 5 years, I'll be 28, so it'll be my last time to participate as far as the young preachers part of it goes. I'd like to see us. I've been making great friends here at the camp and great friends at the festival, but I would like to see perhaps it expand to be more networking, to be more that we do stay in touch, and some of us do, but definite. You know, it's so spread out right now. You know, I'm from Nashville and beyond, and we've got one person from Durham, another person in Louisville, and sometimes we just we forget we're a part of it. So if we become more intentional about networking, both on the individual level and on the organization as a whole, I think we'll really become a premier group. Don't be afraid. I don't know what of. I'm afraid of the dark, so I know that much, but there are dark areas. Now I'm starting to get preachy. There are dark areas in everyone's life. No, I mean, we're still a new organization, people don't know a lot about us. But to those people and to the Academy itself, let's not be afraid of the dark. Let's, get a chance to shed light. And so let's do that, no matter what it is. That could take a variety of forms, but whatever it is, let's not be afraid to do it.